Hi beautiful gems, welcome back to my channel. This is the Solstice Gem. So today we're doing a pick a card reading from your future self. We're going to see what your future self wants you to know right now, or what messages it has for you. And this could be regarding a situation that you're going through right now, or maybe a more difficult time that they want to kind of tell you about and see how it gets resolved, or give you any advice or guidance in moving forward with this situation. Or perhaps it's something about where you are, who have you become as your future self. So we'll see what wants to come through. I'm looking into like the next 2 years, not too much beyond that. And yeah, so that is your reading for today. I really hope that you enjoy and it resonates with you. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if it does. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, then you can book that via the link in the description box. All right, so we have 3 piles to choose from: pile 1, 2, and 3. Pile 1 is big happy changes with pyrite. Pile 2 is yes. And this is a pink quartz. And pile 3 is meditation brings answers with amethyst. All right, so those are your piles. Tune into your intuition, choose the pile that feels the best for you. If you want to pause the video, go ahead and do that. And whenever you're ready, I love the timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So if you chose big happy changes, then this is what your future self wants to tell you right now. This is a message from your future self, perhaps about a situation that you're going through now that you need to know about, or maybe like where your future self is right now, so you can have some hope or some direction or guidance. So we already have your oracle cards pulled out here, and then we'll be pulling some tarot cards. But before we get into that, with big happy changes and also with this pyrite stone that you pulled or that you chose, this reminds me of just like gold, abundance, a lot of material wealth. And so perhaps the big happy changes that are going to be happening in your life, or that your future self is already kind of living in, is just a lot more success financially, a lot more luck as well, and just things kind of aligning. There's a lot of big happy changes that your future self wants to kind of comfort you with, that like, hey, in the future, we're very happy. There's been some positive changes in our lives. So perhaps maybe you are going through a harder time right now. And so your future self is just kind of wanting to come in and comfort you and tell you that everything is going to be okay, especially with regards to your finances and your money situation. But let's see what else comes through. So we have see the truth. We have ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. We have observer. Career. And Mercury retrograde reinvention. Wow. Okay. So those are your oracle cards. Let's get your tarot cards out here and see what is it that your future self wants to tell you right now. What does your future self want to tell pile 1? What is pile 1's future self want to tell them? Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Wands. What does pile 1's future self want to tell them? The Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Perfect. Okay, so at the bottom we also have be yourself, and then we have beauty, we have know your power, and we have go the distance. And then at the bottom of your tarot cards we have the 10 of Cups, which is like ultimate happiness and fulfillment, perhaps sharing it with other people. So your future self wants to tell you that I don't know, there's something here about Mercury retrograde. Like when I'm actually recording this, I usually just like pre-record videos and I release them, you know, kind of sporadically. whenever it's time. But the day that I'm recording this reading is actually, we're still in Mercury retrograde, okay? And so maybe during this time of Mercury retrograde, you are also going through some mental blocks or some mental conflict, or maybe communication blocks, or maybe your future self wants to tell you that for you, Mercury retrograde is a time when you definitely tend to see the worst of a situation and not the truth. And the reason I say that is because the Seven of Swords is here right under that. And the Seven of Swords is about illusion. It's about secrets, not seeing the truth of a situation. And then we have see the truth here. So I'm feeling like perhaps your future self is bringing your attention to certain phases of these cycles, these astrological cycles that you're going to be going through, that you need to pay extra careful attention to, because during these times you tend to get very, like, your truth gets muffled, and you're not seeing or hearing the truth from your soul, from your intuition, but you're letting kind of fearful thoughts kind of dictate how you feel, and perhaps you think that is your truth, and this creates some sort of maybe conflict in your life, okay? Or it creates paranoia, I'm almost getting, with the Seven of Swords. Because the Seven of Swords is about not being trusting, right? It's about not trusting something. And I know that Mercury retrograde is usually a very, it's like a tough energy to be in, because it's Mercury, right? It's the planet that moves the quickest. It's the planet that rules the mind. It's Gemini and Virgo energy. So it's just a lot of mental activity that perhaps isn't always for your highest good. So it's something that your future self wants you to pay attention to for some reason. Maybe we'll figure out why. Yeah, it's also saying that observer. So, and the moon, look, this fox is looking at this moon with a telescope. There's something about astrological cycles or moon cycles that are really impacting you. And funny enough, I'm actually recording this on the new moon in Virgo. Like I said, I don't know when this is going to be released. It is a timeless reading, but that's when I'm recording this. And so what I'm getting here is that these cycles, so you might sometimes feel a certain way, and it's kind of unexplainable. Like, why do I have so much anxiety during this time? Or why am I feeling so depressed and down? Or why am this isn't me, like I feel extra insecure, or maybe I'm questioning my own worth and my own beauty. Like I'm extra hard on myself. Or maybe this time I have a lot of energy to go the distance, and sometimes I know my power, sometimes I don't. And you're just very up and down, and maybe moody. And maybe you're really impacted by these cycles. Energetic cycles, it could be astrologically, numerologically, collectively, just like what's going on in the earth, in the world. So this is something your future self is really wanting you to bring your attention to, and to observe that this is perhaps why you are feeling the things that you're feeling, and some of the things might not even be actually your feelings. They might not even be coming from you. You're just absorbing these energies, and it has the impact, it has a big impact on you. Maybe you're very malleable and mutable. Maybe you are a Gemini, right? Or Virgo, it's just an energy that really is adaptable. Maybe even Pisces or Sagittarius, where you kind of take on the energies of the room, of other people, of collectively what's going on astrologically, and you feel like it's you and it's your own truth. So okay, so let's move on from that and see. Here we have see the truth and the Four of Swords. Okay, so your future self wants you to know that something is going to shift in your life for the better, and it's gonna start. So if you have been feeling very stagnant with the Four of Swords, maybe feeling very hermit-like and withdrawn from the world, first of all, that energy, for you to take your energy back and withdraw yourself from all of this happening around you, is actually very, very beneficial for you in order for you to see the truth and to see what's really going on. So I think that's like advice, like this is what you need to do whenever you do feel so impacted and for like an unexplainable reason, feeling really stressed or anxious or worried, or just like not yourself, and there's not really a reason for it. It's a call for you to take back your energy and kind of isolate yourself a little bit and maybe spend time in nature or something, but to just kind of rest. And this resting, this you taking your energy back away from the outside world, really is what propels you forward towards these big happy changes that are going to be happening, and a lot in your career. A lot of these big happy changes will be happening in your career. Because with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is about kind of going with the flow, surrendering, and letting life unfold as it should, letting life unfold naturally, you not trying to control and force things, just kind of not being affected. Oh my God, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is like, whenever you're on the outside of the wheel, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite, if you're on the outside of the wheel, let me try to see if I can find it, just so I can explain this analogy. So whenever we are not centered and grounded, and we're not connected to our own truth and power, then that is like us being on the outside of the wheel. And when this wheel turns, which is just life's changes, right? Just random things happening, spontaneous events, unexpected things, just life is constantly ebbing and flowing. And if you're on the outside of this wheel, you're constantly falling off, right? You're affected. You are constantly reacting to life, and you don't have that peace of mind. But if you ground yourself and go to the center of the wheel, knowing your truth and not being impacted by these outside things, then the wheel can move as much as it wants to. But because you're at the center of the wheel, you're not really impacted by all of these happenings around you. And so perhaps that's what this is saying, and your future self is trying to tell you, is that whenever you stay at the center of the wheel, right, that's when things start to flow. That's when things start to turn in a direction that creates these big happy changes for you. But whenever you try to like be on the outside of the wheel and you're trying to control all the situations, and you know, things that are happening, you're falling off the wheel, and so of course you're impacted, and then of course you're going to have anxiety and react because you're not grounded and you're not centered. So it's just really, really important for you. And look at, so we have flowing, and there's some sort of like a destined, you're meant to go the distance. Okay, so go the distance. You're meant to go towards some sort of a success or a victory here with this leopard, you know, reaching the finish line. Like you're going to be reaching the finish line and moving forward very quickly and positively with this 8 of Wands. Something that is really destined for you. And it looks like good fortune, you know, it looks like success from your career. Your career is going to be bringing you a lot of fulfillment and happiness and success. The Page of Cups here is representing you perhaps like following your calling in your career, or doing something that more aligns with your heart and your soul, and something that is more, brings you a little bit more joy and freedom of expression. You know, maybe an opportunity to be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. So it's like being this unicorn, being magical, being like standing out and kind of showing your specialness. This is allowing you to do that, allowing you to be a little bit more vulnerable and true to yourself. See the truth, okay? So this is how your career is going to, I guess, move forward into a really positive direction. And then we have second house with owning. So maybe you're going to own a house. So maybe in a, because I'm doing this, it's like the next couple years. I'm not going past like 2 years into the future. So it's about max like 2 years that your future self is kind of, you know, coming and telling you all of these things. So I feel like up to 2 years, you might have an opportunity to own your own house, or to have a lot, like have possessions that you really value and have the money and the funds for, you know. So I do see an increase in your wealth and your income. This is like literally money on here. So, and this is Taurus energy. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So we have this ultimate happiness and fulfillment that is coming from this. So your future self really wanted you to get back into your power, and this is how. Okay, this is how, and I feel like this is something that, because it was like the first 13 minutes of this reading, it's a big message for you. Obviously, if this isn't resonating with you, then this is probably not your pile, but this is for the people who do get stuck in their head a lot and who really do let these outside circumstances dictate their mood and their feelings and their thoughts, and it steals your power away, and then you become consumed by these things and you lose your power. And this is what keeps you stuck. And so taking your energy back and re-empowering yourself so that you can move forward, that's how you are going to ensure that you have this positive shift in your life and in your career as well. But let's pull some more cards to see what else your future self wants you to know. So pile 1, what else does their future self want to tell them? All right, we have the Lovers. Oh my gosh, look at this. Judgment and the Four of Wands. How beautiful. How beautiful. And we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom with the Hierophant and Justice. Okay, so this to me is showing a relationship, a romantic relationship that is going to, either you're going in the future, your future self wants to tell you that not only do you have this really beautiful career, and not only are you really empowered and you know how to ask for what you want. So this is also about having boundaries. This is also about being able to speak your needs a lot better and knowing like, hey, I'm not ashamed anymore of like the things that I need, perhaps within a relationship or within a job, or like a certain schedule that you like to work, or a certain skill that you want to utilize, or just something that you really need. You're no longer afraid to speak about this and to ask for it, either to the universe or to like the people around you, because you really do know your worth. Like I see you very like kind of established within yourself. You have a very strong connection to yourself, and you really do value who you are. I see a lot of like security for you. And that could be like financial security, of course, like having a really secure career, home. Like I said, you could be like living in your own home or something like that if you don't already. If you do, then perhaps this is going to be beautified, maybe there will be some remodeling, some upgrades or something like that. But I also see that you feel a lot more secure within yourself, like your beauty, like you're more confident, you feel more powerful, you feel more strong, you feel secure and stable in your emotions too. And so you're not putting up with bullshit, like you're not settling for mediocre relationships, for people that treat you like shit. Like you really are in this really happy and healthy partnership with someone, is definitely what I see. Your future self wants to tell you that you could be married already in a couple years. You could be celebrating your marriage or a wedding, or you could be meeting someone or with someone where there will be marriage here. This relationship, this connection is a very higher level, like spiritual connection. This person is your soulmate with the Lovers. This is like heavy soulmate twin flame energy. So if you are in a relationship already, then what this is saying, that relationship is rising up. There's like an up leveling in that connection and that relationship, to where there's more of a connection, there's more of a bond. You guys are more on the same page. You're more stable in your home life. Maybe you guys move into a new home together, or there's just a lot more happiness. Okay, there's just a lot more happiness and fulfillment in this relationship. And if you are not with anyone right now, then this is showing that somebody is going to be coming in where you are going to feel like this is it. This is your person. This is your person with Judgment. You could be getting a second chance with someone as well. This is a reconciliation. This is a second chance. So if this is somebody from your past that perhaps like you maybe were separated from, then this relationship could now kind of have a rebirth, like a new beginning here. But I just see like a lot of stability in this connection, commitment, justice, right? It's like this very powerful partnership, like kind of like a power couple. And there's just a lot of devotion and commitment to each other. These are beautiful cards, this beautiful energy. So pile 1, really, I think what your future self wants to tell you is kind of like, hey, we're doing really well for ourselves. We really have upgraded, you know, our lives, and we are really, really happy and healthy and fulfilled. And we have this beautiful relationship where we feel good in this partnership, in this relationship. We feel really good in our career, our home life. Like kind of things are stable, have stabilized and have really reached a point where you are happy, you know, big happy changes. And something that your future self has learned on this road to getting there, and perhaps is something that it's realized through observing the patterns of the cycles. Because I do see with this observer energy, it's like, you know, the beauty of these readings with your future self coming through is that your future self has already experienced time. And so with time, you can really observe patterns and cycles and see, oh, okay, this isn't just like a small problem. This is a pattern. This is now a bigger thing, you know, and you can really pinpoint like what's going on and how you're being affected by these things because you had time to observe the patterns. So I feel like that's what you have had time for, is your future self, to observe these patterns and these cycles. And then you're noticing like, whoa, I get really, really impacted during this time of the year, or when this happens, or from outside events, and this is why things haven't been stable. This is why I haven't had this opportunity for stability, is because I'm so like emotionally and spiritually, energetically, mentally affected by these things that are happening outside of me that I can't even control. And I think it's me. I think it's my energy. I think it's my situation. I think it's the people around me who are doing this. But really, it's just like this bigger energy, this collective energy that's really impacting you. So you need to protect your energy more, and you need to take your power back. And I think that is going to liberate you and allow you to see your truth instead of the truth of like these energies that are around you. And then now you can really, like I said, propel forward, move forward really, really quickly into these big, beautiful, positive changes. And this is only a couple of years from now, so it's not going to take that long. But yeah, your future self is doing really, really well. And that's what it wants you to know. So that's what I have for you, pile 1. I really hope that that was helpful and it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose this yes card or this beautiful pink crystal, then this is going to be your reading today. And today we're talking to your future self, or your future self is talking to you, seeing what it wants to tell you. We're just going to get right into it and see what comes through. So for you in particular, when I was choosing your pile, 4 cards came out together and it tells a story. So I kept it because I think it's very important information. So we had no for your first card. Okay. What happened then? Then we had yes. It was no, then yes, then perfect timing, then a year from now. Okay. So the message that I got with this is, right now, whatever it is that you're going through, it's a no, right? So it seems like something's not working out. It seems like you're not getting what you want, or a situation isn't being resolved. It's not unfolding the way that you want. There's a block. There's like something that is not happening. Okay, maybe you're having to just wait for something. I don't know. And it's a strong no. And your future self wants to tell you that it's a strong no because in the future, a year from now is the timeline that we're getting. So your future self's talking to you a year from now. A year from now is the right timing for this to happen. Right now is not. In 1 year it is. So I don't know what this is talking about. We're going to pull more cards, but that is your main message. So your oracle cards that we have are blessed. So let's try to fit all of this in here. And then we have travel. Look at all the purple. We have Neptune with sacrifice. We have life purpose. And observe in silence. We'll put this one here because it's so big. Okay. We also have at the bottom, new life. We have walk away at this one. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. So you're walking away from something. Maybe that's what this is. It's like your future self is telling you that right now you do have to sacrifice yourself and perhaps walk away from a situation because it's not working out right now. It's not the right timing for this to happen. So you need to walk away from something. Start a new life, basically, so that in the perfect timing, you can have a yes to your no. So whatever's a no right now, you're going to have a yes to it, but it's going to have to happen in the right timing and order. You're going to be blessed. There's a blessing here that's coming in the future. Your future self is blessed. This is a part of your life purpose. This is maybe you embracing your life purpose. Maybe this is having to do with that, right? Like whatever that is, you have a calling to do something, and it could have something to do with travel. And this is something that you feel very, very connected to, but it's like not the right time right now for it. But it is the right time in a year. Okay. However that resonates, of course it doesn't have to do with like your life purpose. It could be any other sort of situation. So let's pull some more cards to see how this is going to unfold. But we also have passion at the bottom here. So this could be something that you're really, really passionate about. Okay. There could be a lot of passion involved with this situation. And we have mystery here with Black Moon Lilith. So there's a lot of unknowns right now that you are not seeing. And I feel like your future self is kind of just telling you like, hey, yes, you're right. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of unknowns that you're not seeing. And I'm already here in the future. I've already gone through this next year of our lives. And I see now clearly what happened. So let's see what happened. I want your future self to kind of tell you, what is this? What happened? What do you need to know? So we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands. I don't know, maybe it's like that. 1, 2, King of Pentacles. And then we have the Four of Wands at the bottom. Okay. So your future self wants to tell you, pile 2, that you are meant to have a new beginning. You're meant to have a new beginning and perhaps cut something out of your life with the Ace of Swords. And you're looking to the future to see where you want to go. You're indecisive. You don't really know. But it ends with you either being the King of Pentacles or having the King of Pentacles, or something to do with, so this could be a person, you becoming this person, or you being with a person like this, or it could be that this represents your, like, an advancement in your career, in, getting a promotion, having more like financial security and stability in your life, having more luxury, comforts, and your kind of like personal physical needs satisfied, and getting yourself to a place of just like more prosperity and wealth and comfort and just a lot more stability. Okay, this is also about commitment. So this has to do with another person. This is husband energy, father energy. So this is about having, maybe a partner that is like you're finding your partner, you know, having this long-term committed relationship, somebody that is here to stay and is very trustworthy, reliable, dependable, and is like your perfect mate. Okay, or you becoming that person where you're like kind of ready to be that, ready to be in a relationship. Or this could have to do with a person, you know, that you are desiring. Maybe it's a specific person, or maybe it's a type of person. It's just a relationship. Let's say you're single or something like that, and it's just not the right time right now. But yeah, so this could be career, business, or a relationship. Take that how it resonates. It could be all of them, you know, it could be all of those things that are coming true for you in a year. But for now, your future self is saying that it is safe, I think, to look, and then yeah, the Four of Wands. This is the other reason I was getting that. This is about marriage. This is about a union. This is also about a reconciliation, meeting your soulmate. It's just like this very happy coming together and celebrating your joy, also your success. This is about a stable home life. This is about just feeling very happy and fulfilled, you know, and all of your hard work kind of paying off. So so what do you want pile 2 to do right now? What is it that you want them to do? This came out again. All right, so you need to have stronger boundaries. If you want this Four of Wands, this is your advice. If you want this Four of Wands happy ending, if this is with a person, finding your soulmate, a reconciliation, or having this wealth or abundance or a stable home, maybe some success in your career, if you want that, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to stand your ground. You need to say no to something. You need to cut something out of your life. You need to stand your ground and protect yourself. You need to have stronger boundaries. You need to not just like give in. I don't know why, but that's just kind of what's coming through here. Because there's a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict. And it's just, it's not what you're looking for. It's not fulfilling. Travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. Where is pile 2 traveling to? Where is pile 2 traveling to? So we have the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and oh my gosh. Oh my god, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so you're traveling to... All right. Observe in silence. Okay, I'm getting a message, but I just want to just pull a few more cards. Okay, so pile 2, it's coming through pretty clear, like what your future self wants you to know, that there's a situation that you're involved with that is needing some transformation. It needs to be changed, transformed. There's a sacrifice here that needs to be made for this situation to unfold in the way that you want, to have this equal balance to come through. There's like some sort of a death process, an ending of some sort, grieving, because I almost feel like if you are dealing with someone, it's maybe the immaturity of the energies are just, it's just not, we have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is like a very like in and out, non-committal energy, just not really trustworthy or here to stay for the long run. It's just very unsure and flaky. It's often called the player card, you know. So this doesn't have to be another person. This could just be like another job that you're at. It's very unstable. It's all over the place. It's crazy. Or of course it could be a person, a friend, whatever. And then it's like the other person, the other energy is this Page of Pentacles. It's this energy that like really does want to focus on this and like put in the effort, but it's very immature, right? It's the Page. It's like inexperienced. So it's or maybe this is the energy that's like, hey, I'm here, like I'm offering I know my value, I know my worth, and I'm willing to build up to the King of Pentacles. Like, I know I don't know too much yet. I know that I don't have that much like experience or knowledge, but I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to get to be better, you know, and I want to put in the effort. Like the Page of Pentacles is curious and it wants to put in the effort, but maybe it doesn't, like, is a little naive, right? Like, doesn't know any better. And then this other energy is like, well, I'm just kind of here to have fun and like messing around or something like that. I don't know. It's creating some sort of a chaos, like conflict in the situation. These two energies are at a opposition, like conflict, like their intentions and their views are not the same. And perhaps this is why this is a no. It's like not the right time for these two energies to come together. And there does need to be like a death process here, like a transformation and a grieving in order to bring balance to the situation, to where like both energies are on the same page, both parties are on the same page. Okay, and perhaps that's a sacrifice, because we have with travel, it's like the Four of Swords. So it's like, maybe you do need to travel somewhere, right? We have the Six of Swords as well. It's moving away from the situation, maybe genuinely physically traveling somewhere, going on a trip, going somewhere to take your space and spend some time alone. And then look what happens. When you do that, you take your space and spend some time alone or away from this person, away from this situation. Then you have this happy ultimate coming together where it's balanced, it's equal, it's the end all be all, ultimate happiness, sharing it with others, wealth, stability, security, trustworthiness, long-term devotion, you know, could even be marriage, a long-term commitment to something. That's what you get. So your future self wants to tell you that it is safe to walk away. It's safe to walk away from this situation, from this person. Give it some space, you know, either give it space or end it. I don't know if this is a new situation that's coming in after or the same situation, but I do feel that the best way that the way you're going to have what you want at the end, the way that you're going to turn this no into a yes is by sacrificing yourself and actually observing in silence, right? Giving this some space, taking some space. And kind of focusing on a new life, focusing on like maybe yourself in a new life, maybe focusing on your life purpose. And in the meantime, just kind of watching, observing in silence, not really doing much. So that's the advice, okay? And I just want to see like what's happening a year from now. So what is going to happen for pile 2 a year from now? If they do this and they walk away from this person or situation, or they kind of let it go, or they move on, or they give it some space, or they take a break, or you know, just kind of like take this separation. What happens a year from now? What happens? What will happen? Tell us more about that. This freaking card will not go away. The Four of Wands. The Two of Cups. There's definitely a happy union, okay? Pile 2. There's a happy union with another person or another energy that is here for the long run. It's stable, it's solid, it's committed. There is a strong energetic connection here, a soulmate connection. I mean, if this is a love situation, this is like your twin flame, your soulmate, like coming together with this person, you know, and that's what this whole thing is, okay? So a year from now, there's a happy reunion, reconciliation, but the energies are balanced now. The energies are even, everyone's giving equally and are able to give equally, because there's that maybe space that has been taken, you know. And if this is with like a job or a career or a certain path that you're on, still it's like you're being aligned to your life purpose. You're being aligned to like your right path. So that is what's happening a year from now, okay? You're going to have this celebration, this coming together, this union or reunion or reconciliation. And what you're giving out, they're giving back. This energy is being reciprocated. There's mutuality here. And I just feel like with the Three of Wands, it's like I don't know, I kind of almost feel like it's supposed to be read like this. It's like you're waiting for your ship to come in, but you're not settling. So I guess that's part of the advice here, is like there's something about you knowing your worth and your value and really stepping into your like power and confidence and not settling. Like this is the card of not settling for anything. And because you don't want to settle, you have to say no to something, because maybe this energy that you want to give to you isn't giving perhaps what it is that you want them to give you. This person isn't reciprocating what you know you deserve, or maybe this job isn't valuing you the way that you want to be valued, or it's not paying you what you know that you deserve. So you're taking your energy away from it, you're giving it space, and then, you know, with some time, it's going to finally come to a point where like, okay, now this energy is ready to give to you. And so you're kind of waiting for that energy to come in, and there's just like, it's like you're putting up a boundary and observing in silence, like you're waiting. So yeah, I do feel like you need to be patient. Patience is a big thing here. Your future self wants to tell you. And this will be like a slow moving process, and it'll progress gradually. It's not going to happen all at once and just like come in. It's like a slow progression towards this blessing. And that's why I think the year timeline is here, because maybe like about a year is what it's going to take for this to get to full completion or realization. You know, maybe 10 months sacrifice. Maybe it's like a 10-month long sacrifice or something like that. I want to clarify real quick, blessed. What is this blessing? Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the blessing that's coming in for you in a year, and your future self wants to tell you that that's where this road is leading you, is you're going to be very, very emotionally fulfilled within a partnership, a marriage, a long-term commitment, or an institution that you work for, or some sort of yeah, I don't know, it could even be like a corporation or something. So that's obviously, I'm trying to be like general about this because it's not about love for everybody, but it's definitely something that is here to stay for the long run, that's going to be a part of your life, and it's very committed to you, you know, it's something that is stable. and trustworthy, and it's going to bring a lot of emotional fulfillment for you. That's the blessing. And there's this equal give and take, there's this reciprocation, and a lot of like success too, like abundance, you know, just things flowing. Look, I mean, happiness, you know, you're finally feeling fulfilled and happy with this situation. There's a second chance. You're getting a second chance with someone or at something, and it's finally time. It's time in a year for this to happen. It's time in a year. So what needs to happen right now? Just a quick final message. What needs to happen right now? What does your future self want to tell you? What needs to happen right now, today? Besides everything else we talked about. Like, okay. So pile 2, today what you need to do is follow your intuition. Yes, you have a very, very strong intuition, okay? It's really been communicating with you, telling you to do something, perhaps to travel forward, to move forward, travel, move. I don't know. So that you can gain a new perspective. Take your space, you know? It's like, this is about like kind of keeping your emotions to yourself, moving forward and traveling on somewhere. And it's this traveling on somewhere or traveling is going to give you a new perspective. It's going to give you some, this is this energy, Neptune, sacrifice. It's Pisces, right? It's like just self-sacrifice. It's going to allow you to gain a new perspective. Maybe this is like a very surrendered energy, just kind of being okay with things not being the way that you want it to be, not being on the timeline that you want it to be on, just very trusting of the process, surrendered, and just like, all right, this is my spiritual lesson. This is my soul growing right now. Like I accept it type of deal. So that the universe can be like, okay, this is when it's time, like judgments, like now you're ready. So it's like making you ready to receive this blessing, you know? And so what you need to do is, yeah, it's like take that leap of faith with the Fool. This is more travel energy. So travel is like big here. But yeah, it's just like taking that leap of faith, starting brand new, starting fresh, leaving the baggage behind. Even though you might not know where you're going physically, you feel intuitively like this is something you need to do. And this is really going to empower you. You're going to feel very confident, very able, very strong. Like you have this strength to you and the courage to do this. And doing this will give you more of that courage and energy and a lot of I don't know, I feel like a lot of attraction. Like maybe this person is going to be more attracted to you also, or this energy that you're really wanting is going to be more drawn to you because of this as well. So maybe that's why you need to do this, so that you actually have this. It's like the irony, right? It's like if you want something, let it go, and then it's going to want you now. It's annoying, I know, but it's the moment that you let it go and you surrender it and you're like, all right, you know what? I'm okay without this thing. It's fine. It's like when it comes to you. So perhaps that's what your future self is saying, is like, let it go. Just like, focus on you, travel somewhere or do something for you. And everything's going to align from that new energy that you're getting yourself into. And perhaps that's the time that is needed for all of this to come together. So that is what I have for you, pile 2. That was your reading. We also have with Blessed 22 and your pile 2, 222. So that could be like some signs that you're seeing as well. The High Priestess is 2 as well. So that could be some synchronicity that would like give you some confirmations. But it's also about a union coming together. It's about balance, reciprocity, things like that. So I feel that is definitely coming to you. Your future self wants you to like kind of reassure you and tell you that everything's going to be okay. But this does need to happen for that to happen. Okay. So there's that strength that you're going to gain from that experience though. So I hope that this resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best on this journey, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose meditation brings answers, then this is your reading. about messages from your future self. What does your future self want you to know right now? And that could be regarding a certain situation that you're in right now, or a difficulty, and it's just trying to give you some guidance or advice, or maybe some hope, you know, about it. Or maybe it's about where you ended up and just making you kind of excited to look forward to the future. So we'll see what wants to come through. But with meditation brings answers and the amethyst crystal, it just really makes me feel like you have a really strong intuition, and maybe this is something that you do on a regular basis, like you meditate or you journal, or you really are self-reflective, and the way that you get your guidance and your answers is through connecting with your higher self, with the universe, you know, and receiving messages in that way. You have a really strong, like I said, intuition, maybe even some psychic abilities, and this is going to really, really help you. Your future self is bringing your attention onto this gift that you have, and maybe you haven't gotten in touch with this gift, and perhaps that's what the message is like, to just kind of pay attention to this a little bit more, because this is where you're going to have the clarity that you need about a certain situation. So let's see where this goes. Okay, so we have your oracle cards here. So we have Seek Your Destiny. That's a really pretty card. Seek Your Destiny. We have Grieving. We have Come to the Edge. You've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. And we have Uranus with Genius. Wow. And then we have Gemini, I think, at the bottom. This is Aquarius energy. So you have some sort of genius within you that you can access that is going to help you resolve the situation that you're in right now. So maybe your future self wants to kind of talk about your situation right now. Something that is part of your destiny. And you're almost being called to take a leap of faith and come to the edge. And there could be a loss involved with this, with grieving, or a transformation maybe of your old self or something. With Genius, this is really making me feel like your intuition is your own inner genius. And also that you're a very, very intelligent person with Gemini, I think. It's almost like you can think your way into healing. You can almost manipulate yourself to heal a certain situation. I know it sounds like negative, but I mean, your mind is so clever, and it's so like, there's this high intelligence that you have, where you can either heal yourself, or you can destroy yourself. That's how powerful your mind is. And I think to balance that out a little bit, it would be really helpful for you to go within and to meditate. And this meditation is going to kind of balance out your thoughts and your mind, and you can heal the situation or whatever you're doing through now knowing how to use your mind to its full advantage and its power. You've got the power. You have the abilities to resolve this situation. It's in your power to resolve this, to not feel blue anymore, right? To have peace. And we also have, it's up to you. Yes, look, it's up to you. And then we have forgiveness. And then we had also, these cards kind of came out, so I have them off to the side, recovery and get more information. So I feel like this more information is information that's coming from within yourself to help you recover and heal. So the message from your future self here is that by using basically that you are the magician, you have control over how you feel with regards to the situation, and that you are capable enough and powerful enough to think your way out of this situation. Yeah. your thoughts are really powerful. But the only way to use your thoughts for good and to actually help you to get out of this situation, you have to go within first so that you kind of filter out the negativity. You filter out the ego. You filter out the cleverness of your ego that tries to keep you small so that you can actually get past this situation. Okay, so let's pull out your tarot cards to see what's going on here. Okay, so Pile 3's future self, what do you want to tell Pile 3? We have Judgment. Pile 3's future self, what do you want to tell? Yeah, look at that. Look at that anxiety. We have the Emperor, we have the Empress, Yin and Yang, masculine and feminine, divine counterparts as well. The Six of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that, let me just confirm this because I don't want to assume. Can we just confirm, hang on one second. Let me grab my little mini deck. Okay, just to clarify the Emperor and the Empress. So can you please clarify the Emperor and the Empress in this reading, what that is meant to represent for Pile 3? Is this two separate energies? Is this their own energy? I don't know. Perhaps it's confusion about how to move forward. In a situation. So with the Emperor and the Empress, it could be a love situation. It could be your divine counterpart, your soulmate, like a twin flame type of situation, because this is like divine energies here. But it could just be like a partner connection. It could be just another random person. It could be a situation. This could be your energy, the Emperor and the Empress, and kind of just like integrating both of those energies to move forward somehow. Take that how it resonates. I'm going to keep that pretty vague. But we have here, you're confused about how to move forward in a situation positively. And I think you're confused because you are in your head, because you're overthinking this situation. And these negative thoughts are kind of keeping you really trapped, right? They're keeping you trapped. So what your future self is telling you that what is it trying to tell you, actually? There is positive movement forward. Your future self wants to tell you that there is positive movement forward from this situation, but meditation is what brings you answers. That's your main card from your future self. It's like, so what do you want Pile 3 to know about that? I don't know why all of these readings are like love-based readings, like love-related. I don't know if like everyone's just going through this right now, or if I'm just attracting this energy for some reason. I don't know, but this, like, all three piles have like love involved in it, romance, like a relationship. So it is what it is. We're just gonna roll with it. But Two of Swords. So there's definitely an indecision, an inability to move forward. You don't know how to move forward. Future self is telling you that you will be moving forward in this situation. There is going to be a union here. There's a union of the Emperor and the Empress coming together as lovers. There's a celebration. There's a happy ending. There's a reconciliation. That's what's happening. So that's I think maybe it's like relief for you that you need to hear right now from your future self. why is this here? It's up to you. It's up to you. So what do you want to tell pile 3? What is up to them? What is this meditation brings answers? What is this you've got the power? I feel like what this is saying is like the power is in your hands. Like if you are just really confused about this situation because of your own overthinking and thoughts about it, and not seeing clearly the path forward, not seeing your destiny, not seeing what's fated for you, what's meant for you, you're just really overthinking it and confused. It's like the way that you're going to find an answer to how to move forward is by meditating and going within and taking some space. And in that space, you're going to realize that, in fact, you are the one that's in control of this situation. You might be the emperor in this situation. You might be the masculine energy in this situation, okay? Or you might have a stronger masculine energy than the other. You don't have to be a man for this, but it's like maybe you're the one that pursues and that goes after it and like takes action, you know? And so it's like you're going to realize that it's actually up to you. You are the one that has the power to move this situation forward. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you choose to forgive this person perhaps, or this situation, or yourself, or something, let go of the past, then you can create fulfillment and happiness in this situation. The power is yours. The power is yours, pile 3, is what I'm getting. That's what your future self wants you to know. It's not up to the other person. I mean, of course it is up to the other person, but it's more up to you. You are the one that's really, I think, inhibiting the progression of this situation, because it's like I said, your mind is really powerful, and you can either think your way into success or think your way into destruction. And either way, you're going to have what it is that you're thinking about. This is why it's so important that you control your mind. And I think the way that you can control your mind is to go within and meditate more and see what your soul is really truly telling you about your destiny, which is going to allow you to move forward more positively. We also have get some exercise and strength here. So that might be something that brings you into your body more. Maybe this is like a meditation for you. Maybe getting exercise and building strength in your body is a form of meditation where you can kind of control your minds, get out of your head a little bit, into your body, feel your muscles, feel your blood flowing, feel your heart beating, your breathing. And it's like a way for you to relax your mind and really just connect with yourself through exercise. And that could be your form of meditation, or that could be really helpful for you in gaining clarity. All right, so, and then we also have be vigilant here at the bottom. It's almost like you are being vigilant. Like you're just so careful about like possible danger and difficulties. Like, oh, where am I going to get hurt now? What bad is going to happen next? It's like your mind is creating these possibilities, these scenarios that aren't going to happen. But because you are looking for them and almost waiting for them to happen, it's like they happen. And then it's like, oh, great. Now I have this like, feeling again. So what else does pile 3's future self want to tell pile 3? The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is that focusing and being more discerning about your thoughts and your mindset, really paying careful attention to what you allow into your space. This is about having strong boundaries, right? It's like what you allow into your space, but I'm almost feeling these are thoughts. This isn't like other people, other energies. It's like, what do you allow to enter your mind? And that can either ruin you or help you. It can make or break you. And being very, very focused on that and really mastering this mind control so that you can be happy with the 9 of Cups, so that you can be happy, emotionally fulfilled, be positive, and have your wishes come true. And part of your wish is this King of Pentacles, this solid, stable, devoted, loyal energy that's around you, or you being that, or having this in your physical life, your career, a partner, whatever. It's just like this very like something that's in your life long term. There's stability, there's security, there's safety. You feel content, you feel fulfilled, you feel like you can trust this person or situation. But the only way to get there is by you really working on your mindset and working on what kind of thoughts you allow to fester in your mind. You can think your way, you can literally think your way into success or think your way into failure. That's how powerful you are. You could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. They're known to overthink everything. I'm a Gemini. I know how that is. So that's it. That's what your future self wants to tell you. It's as simple as that. This is just a message to remind you of how powerful your mind is, how powerful your thoughts are. You need to get into your body more. You could be creating a lot of situations with grieving, right? A lot of situations that make you sad because of your own perception of them. And your mindset, you know, maybe the anxiety that you're feeling is causing your mind. You've got the power though. Like you're the one that's in control and in power of this situation, of your destiny. You're the one that's creating this destiny. This isn't like some fated event that's happening that you're just a victim to, you know? Yeah, so there's a really strong message here about mindset and a really strong message about a partnership or a union or of a soulmate connection here where it's really impacting that connection, and you're going to get a lot of answers and truth and insight and clarity through meditation. So that's like taking a break from your mind, taking a break from thinking, seeing things as they are, and then now using your mind for whatever truth you learned during your meditation, now using the power of your mind to create that reality and to have this wish come true. So it's a journey of like healing your mind, I guess, and mental health. And we have the 10 of Wands. It's like when you are in your head, you're not seeing things clearly. Things get really heavy and burdensome, and then everything kind of just falls apart. This could definitely have to do with a person from the past, like a past life connection, just a person who you feel very connected to with the 6 of Cups, you know? There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of warmth, but also this painful ending. So maybe there was a painful ending here with this person. So, yeah. That's what you need to know from your future self. And it's up to you. It's up to you to resolve this situation. I think forgiveness has a lot to do with it. It's all in your head. Not it's all in your head. Like, I'm not invalidating you. I'm saying it's all in, the control is all in your head. The control is in your mind. You have the power to move forward successfully. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile 3. I hope that was helpful and it resonated. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.